Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Drinking a beer tonight that I haven't had in like 9 or 10 years. This was a huge beer back in the heydays of Chad's Beer Reviews back in upstate New York. In fact, this beer is actually from New York. Well, originally. From Sixpoint Brewery, Resin, DIPA. Beer is culture, 9.1% ABV. Now, it says formulated and brewed by Sixpoint Brewery, Brooklyn, New York, Parksburg, and Downingtown, Pennsylvania. This can's a little old. It says it expires October 13th, so we better hurry up and drink this. All right, so I'm going to pour it into the IPA glass. Coming out of the can, it is kind of a dark gold. Once it's in the glass, it's probably called like an amber. Yeah, kind of an amber color. Got a bit of a haze to it, not quite to the extent of a heady topper or something like that. Big beige foam, whipped foam on there. Dissipated a little, but still hanging around. Let's give it a smell. Yeah, so this is one of the original like dank IPAs. So I'm getting like pine and also like resin, like the actual like resin of, if you ever had an actual hop cone in your hand and like you get that oil on it, that's the resin that they're talking about. Yeah, I mean, and that's what it smells like. But there's also a dank, like kind of a weed kind of aroma to it as well. Not to the extent of like the Fiddlehead beers, though, I will say, or a lot of New England IPAs. But yeah, just classic East Coast. So like pine, resin, a little bit dank. Trying to pick up some malt character. I mean, it's like maybe just like the faintest little hint of caramel and like the faintest little hint of like toast. Actually, kind of reminds me of like Dogfish 60 Minute, actually. Well, here's to 9 or 10 years. Cheers. Well, I think this is classic. I think this is more of an East Coast classic IPA. I'm actually surprised it's still as big as it is because it seems like people have moved on from this style. It's definitely not in the New England hazy IPA kind of category because this does not smell or taste tropical at all. I mean, it is what the name says. It's resin, so it just tastes like if you licked an actual hop cone, which I have done. I will say like there is a little bit of like an orange kind of maybe like a mandarin or a tangerine kind of orange flavor, maybe a blood orange kind of flavor in there. Not to the extent of like a lot of West Coast IPAs. It's just kind of like it's there, almost like an orange juice concentrate, but at the same time, big pine notes on it, resin obviously, and like even though I'm smelling the dank, weed kind of aroma, I really don't taste it that much. Yeah, it kind of shows up at the end there. It's a little bit of a spicy herbal kind of flavor in the aftertaste. Oddly enough, this is actually not that bitter. I just looked it up on Untappd. They said it was like 103 IBUs. This does not taste nearly that bitter. I mean, okay, this can is a little old probably. So, I mean, if you asked me to guess what it was, I'd probably say it's like 60. It doesn't taste nearly that bitter. And actually, maybe they formulated the recipe over time because like the hazies and a lot of the West Coast, they just aren't that bitter anymore. It's all about late edition hops. If you don't know what that means, read How to Brew. Mouthfeel is, I put about medium. Quite smooth, not creamy, slightly crisp. Carbonation is probably about moderate, maybe moderately high. It's pretty smooth. There's for 9.1. Wow. Like this drinks like it's like again, like I said, it feels like it's 60 IBUs. It feels like it's like 6%. Not like tasting or smelling alcohol at all. Like it's not. I mean, there's like a tiny little bit of warmth, maybe just because I'm a seasoned drinker. Maybe like a newbie, this, like it might hit them harder. But for me, like I'm just sucking this right down. I mean, it's a fine, tasty beer. 2-spec, well crafted. It's not really something I would like seek out like just to drink, for the enjoyment of it, which isn't to say it's bad. It's not. I like it. So as far as the score for the Resin DIPA, by the way, let me know, do you pronounce it DIPA or DIPA or double IPA? I always say DIPA. So the score for the Resin, solid 4 out of 5. 8 out of 10. Kind of a B plus kind of range. I don't really think it really, 10 years ago it was really groundbreaking, and today it's kind of, run of the mill. Actually, it's kind of, today it seems kind of antiquated by, the hazy character or trend, I should say. So yeah, I mean, if you miss the old school East Coast IPAs, this is a good one to, or the Dogfish 60 or 90 minute. Those are good too. All right, so if you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.